Few places are richer in tradition, more steeped in nostalgia than this old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, and the scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Buckeyes will put total leather to crank us up. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Offense getting set for first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's open on the right. At midfield, he's got room. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. He's looking to throw it. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little strike down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field. Nice job attacking it.
To the air, it's McCord. He's got it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
How about that from the offense? 2nd and goal. Everything says you might run the football. They try to throw, and man, was that unsuccessful. Sit back in the pocket. Just throw the football away. Don't take the sack. Don't go backwards, especially inside the 3-yard line. Set up in such good position.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Take it all the way back. Touchdown, Ohio State. What a play by this defense with a pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Fair catch called for and made. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating.
He's going to take a shot right away. And he reels it in inside the 30. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Syracuse.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Howard. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. The give to the tailback. Running into the open space. He's loose down the middle. Past the 20. That's a live ball. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
Holy cow, how about that? You think he's going in for the score. It looks like he's going to get in. He fumbles the football. Who's going to get it? Johnny on the spot. The offense finds the football, lands on it, and gets the touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires one high and deep. And that pass is caught at the 25. Touchdown, Orange. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends. Like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Just plowing ahead. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied 14-14.
A new set of downs after the completion. Motion from the offense. Wants to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Still running at the 40. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
part of that Midwest lifestyle. But when you're Ohio State...
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6.
14.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Now on second down. The receivers often will run their route based on the side adjustment. Looking to pass. It's McCord. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Taking. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run.
Out of all the ways to get a first down, that's how the offense chose to do it. I mean, make the mistake, throw the interception, Palmer, but heads-up play, force the fumble, and recover it. First down.
And, David, you know the quarterback's counting his lucky stars. That was a bad decision. That should be the defense's ball. Luckily, they fumble it. His teammates get it back to give him another chance.
Takes the handoff. It's Allen. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle, it's Gadsden. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. The quick out. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Syracuse right back at it. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. No huddle here for the offense. Grab behind the line. It's Pena. Finds a crease at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cuse.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ballard. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Take over. First and 10.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So Reese
looking deep. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Leaves it with the back. Nice move to stay on his feet. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Makes the grab on the left. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He'll pull it down. At the 35, he's loose. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He'll take a shot. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, guess who? They're taking a shot to the guy that's just been torching this defense in the entire first half. He's already got over 100 yards, so why not try to add to it and force this defense to prove that they can cover him? They did do a nice job right there. That's not the last time this guy's going to see the ball thrown his way.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Out of the gun, the inside give. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half.
Of the first half, with the game tied.
About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the 3rd quarter. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots and try to make some plays and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. And the Buckeyes will hustle to the line.
Really nice throw there to get the first down. And, you know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense, and you got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, guys who went in the first round, that's what they did. And this guy right here, I think he has the ability to be a first-rounder in the future.
And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Off the boot, looking for his man. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. Across the 25, he's got room. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. On the run, it's Henderson. Oh, what a move.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Trying to surprise him with the pass. They're trying to get to it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Great shot at a field goal from here. You don't want to be reckless and take it off the board, but you got to go for the score. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Caught in the backfield, it's Judkins. Pulled down for the tackle.
Man, there are certain guys that I want to make sure I hone in on, and I do not give them the football in space. And this running back is one of those guys. Really good job by the defense, keeping their eyes on their keys and not letting him sneak in.
He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half. Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You could see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger race. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Allen. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdowns.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some 1st downs and march down the field.
Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. Lost one deep down the right side. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Syracuse.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. back out there. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Got it behind the line. It's Henderson. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. He's going to pass. He uncorks one deep. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Anytime you play this offense, the challenge is stopping this quarterback from running the ball. You've already seen in this game, he's been able to break off a few runs and do some nice things. That time, though, the defense had his number and tackled him for a loss.
Touchdown, Ohio State! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Ohio State.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking for a man. It's McCord. Getting some heat. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, just keeps firing. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Orange.
That is how it's done. In the clutch, in the big time, your offense comes up with the big drive, puts points on the board. Now you tell your kicker, go knock this PAT through, take the lead. Nice execution by this offense.
And that extra point was good, and now they have the lead in the fourth. And that one ought to help us build the drama down the stretch. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Ballard. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. He's looking for an open man on second down. He makes a catch.
Well, when you're throwing these out routes, guys, it's location, location, location. As a QB, you've got to put that out in front of your guy so he can make the catch. And put that behind him, that might be getting picked. Nice job there by the QB.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, if that last incompletion's any indicator, it's going to be hard to convert this fourth and short coming up. You're trailing late in the game. You've got to come up with a big completion, but where are you going to go? Where's your best matchup here on this next critical down?
On fourth down, going to the air. He's got it. They convert. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. They'll throw it on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. Dropping back, it's Howard. He's taking a deep shot. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Coming after it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
A loss of 4 yards on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
These DBs going to give a little cushion. The rankings, the odds makers, everything indicated that these guys had a big hill to climb. But they climbed it, they got to the top, and they get a landmark win.
And we know coaching staffs always do a great job trying to motivate their own guys and get them ready to play a ranked opponent. But David, to me, it looked like this team just wanted it more. They came out, they were the more physical team, and they did what they had to do at the end of the day to get this win.
Yeah, and how do you gain respect? You want respect, you talk about our team's a really good team. You want to build on that? You beat good teams. That's what you do. You beat ranked teams that people think a lot of. This team pulls off the ranked upset, and guess what? Now what happens? You start to maybe find your team in the ranked spot.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.